Hi everyone, welcome to Hypopressives with Alice. I'm Alice. Today we're going to do a lovely flow for busy days. So we're going to do quite a bit of variation with the breath just to kind of speed things up. But we're going to get through a load of poses and vacuums as well. If you are completely new, then have a little look in the description below because there are some ways we can help you there. There's a beginner's playlist and we do tasters. But otherwise, if you're confident with your own practice, then do join me now. We're going to start off with standing with a ball. So if you just want to check that your feet are a hand length apart, stretch your toes out and relax them. Keep your knees soft, pelvis is in neutral, lengthen through the top of the head, chin is back, and we're just going to rock the balance a little bit towards the balls of the feet there. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale, soften on the ball. Exhale, squeeze. Lovely. One more breath here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Lengthen through the top of the head. Keep the balance point that little bit forwards without scrunching the toes. Lovely. And then inhale when you're ready, softening. Exhale, squeeze. And then one more breath here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. Feel that length all the way through the top of the head, lengthening through the waist. Lovely. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to come into diver position, so hinging at the hips there, squeezing. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to step back. Squeezing on the ball. One more breath here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Getting ready to hold your breath. Pause. Slowly stretch your ribs here. So feel length from the heel to the top of the head. Knee should be above the ankle at the front there. Lengthening all the way through the spine there. And then inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. One more breath here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. And again, lengthening from the heel to the top of the head. Lengthening through the waist there. Keep squeezing on the ball. And then inhale. On the exhale, coming back into diver position. Stepping back again. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. And then one more breath here. Exhale. Squeezing on the ball, hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, feel length all the way through your spine there. Lengthening through the waist. And then inhale, soften, 360 breath all the way through the rib cage. Exhale, squeeze. And then one more breath here. So inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Getting ready to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs. Keep squeezing on the ball there. Lengthening through the spine. Lovely. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale here. On the exhale, pop the ball down, coming into fourth diver position, looking up towards your belly button. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. You're going to pop the hands down onto the floor, come into a slightly wide leg position here, looking up towards your belly button. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. And we're just going to walk forwards with the right hand and the left leg. Just into this position here. Keep the legs wide if you want to. Lovely. And then inhale and exhale, bringing them back. You can bring them back one at a time or both together. Two more breaths. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the heels down. One more breath here. And exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, so walking forwards with the right foot and the left hand there. Nice wide leg position. And then inhale and exhale, bring them back. Then we're going to do a little rocking sequence here. So knees and feet are hip distance apart here. Inhale, we're going to rock back all the way, looking towards your belly button. Exhale, coming forwards. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs. We're going to load through the arms and then we're just going to hover. Keep that lovely length through the spine there, weighting through the arms there. And then inhale and exhale, drop the knees down there. Inhale all the way back, looking towards your belly button. And exhale. One more breath here, so inhale all the way back. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, so we're going to load through and then just hover the knees there again. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, exhale, come down, and then we're just going to pop the elbows down, hand pressing into the floor there, eye line towards your knees. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, so loading through and lifting. This is quite a hard one here. Keep pressing into the floor with the hands and the forearms there. And then inhale and exhale. Bring the knees down there. We're going to do one more here, so just one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs and then loading through and lifting. Pressing your hands and forearms into the floor, lengthening through the spine. And then inhale. Exhale, coming down. We're going to come back into diamond position. So if you want to just bring your legs together, open up your knees. They should feel supported though. And you can draw the heels in a little bit there if that's a bit more comfortable. Ball at the front here, nice and tall. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. One more breath here. Exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, lengthening through the waist. And then, if you need a block, then grab a block because you don't want to be rolling down because you kind of like squish the vacuum. You want to be really nice and straight there. Lovely. And then we're going to do one breath here. So inhale. Exhale, squeezing on the ball, getting ready to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs, really lengthening through that vacuum there. Super, and then inhale. Exhale again, we're just going to do the one breath there, squeezing on the ball, getting ready to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs, lengthening through the spine there. Hold for as long as is comfortable. Lovely. And then we're going to come onto the floor. So we're going to stretch the right leg and draw the heel back towards you. And then have the left leg in the air. Ball at chest height here. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing on the ball. One more breath here. Inhale, softening. Exhale, squeeze. Hold your breath, stretch your ribs, feel that lovely length through the spine there. Keep holding for however long feels comfortable, and then inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze, and we're going to swap, so lengthen the left leg, right leg in the air. Inhale. Final exhale. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs, keep squeezing on the ball there. This should feel really lovely. And then we're going to switch over and do the other side. So inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze, lifting the left leg up. One more breath here. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze, drawing the right heel just a little bit towards you there to engage through the back of the leg, getting ready to hold your breath, pause. Slowly stretch your ribs here, keep squeezing on the ball. And then we're going to switch over and just do one more on the other side, 2 breaths. Inhale, soften, popping that leg down, other leg up, exhale, squeeze. And then one more breath here, so inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Hold your breath. Stretch your ribs there. Feel that length through the spine. And then inhale when you're ready, bring your knees in, pop the ball down, slowly roll over. So just a quick, efficient flow there for you with lots of variations of the breath. Hope you got on okay with that. Do let me know how you got on in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, bye.